So he says, go for it. So here we are. We go for it. And welcome everyone to Food for Thought. It's our monthly. And here we are in our glory. It's Timmy Baby and Chris with a lot of sunshine. Hello and welcome.
Thank
Hello,
you.
hello, hello. A life out of the South. And we got our Ian on screen as well. Welcome.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, and look at you. And we also have a great topic tonight, of course. Our topic is, and it was chosen by Ian actually, it's fact or opinion. So I'm going to see a fact here, checking out our dear viewers. And the first one was Derek Walker. And that's a fact that he's on. And I'm going to also put him on screen. Good evening. Good evening. And we also got Anne-Marie Elton, of course. As always, thanks for making it to our monthly. And we got a new one. I haven't seen, or maybe has changed the name. Alfin Su. Am I saying this correctly? Alfin Su.
Alf and Sue, we know Alf and Sue.
Elton to you. No.
Okay. Oh, I haven't seen that name before, so welcome. And yes, that's a fact. You're here on Food for Thought. So Steve Fisher, also a new name. I haven't seen.
We know Steve.
Yeah.
I've put a post up for all the people at Balcony Banter's not here, so to come over to here.
That's it. Oh, thank you. That's a fact as well, isn't it? So tonight we're going to be discussing what are facts and what are opinion. We actually were thinking of calling it fact or fiction, but I think fact or opinion is broader for you to have an opinion, maybe, and not too much fiction. And we got here in the house another fact, Pete and Shelley and Denise Pearson. Hi, Denise. And so on and so forth. So we've got a few people and welcome everyone. It's Food for Thought, our monthly every month, first Wednesday of the month. And yes, every time we've got a great topic. It's surrounded, normally by our lovely viewers, you guys.
And it's non-fattening food.
And non-fattening food. Exactly. Yes, in fact, actually, if you use your thoughts and think a lot, then you drop some kilos, don't you? Is that a fact
use a lot of
or
calories by
an
thinking.
opinion?
Especially my eyes has helped.
Yeah. All righty. So yes, normally what we do on Food for Thoughts is discussing a topic. Usually the topics are about personal development and self-care and personal growth and and about community as well. It's always great to see people coming over to the channel, new people who have been maybe watching other channels and stopping by to say hello here. So you're all welcome and you can all join in the discussion. In fact, we would love to hear your opinions in the chat as well. Tonight, the topic, fact or opinion. So go for it. Just put your opinion here in the chat. And I would like to start actually with a question for you guys. So what is one of the facts about you? So just put in the chat one fact about you. And then we can see if we can carry on discussing. In the meantime, we've got some more people coming in. I'm just quickly saying hello to Marie Alti and Heather McCarthy. It's Craig. It's Craig. You were not the first one tonight. Sarah Childs is here in the house as well. Hi, Sarah and Marie Alti. Okay, good, great. So, guys, in the chat, please just make sure that you put one of your facts, a fact about you. I'm curious to know about that. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm going to go around and say hello, and of course, one of your facts. Timmy, baby, do you want to start?
Oh, yes. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tim. And a
And that's
fact
a fact.
about me is I don't really speak Welsh.
You don't really speak Welsh.
I only
Okay.
know a few phrases and I impress people by those phrases, but I don't speak Welsh at all.
You don't speak French, Welsh at all. Okay, yeah, alrighty. Good. Chris, how about you?
I'm very laid back and nothing can really bother me. It's like I'm on dope all the time.
I love it. Very laid back. Try me. Try me. Great. How about you, Ian?
Yes. I think you all know me. A lot of people say I've been talking to what's the Ian at home? Well, that's just my name they played for the YouTube channel. My name is Ian Miller, as you can see on the bottom there. But a fact that I think most of you know about me, I'm very keen on my garden.
You're very keen on your garden. Okay, yes. And that's a fact too, isn't
That
it?
is, yep, that sure is.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
Until further notice.
Until further notice.
Until further notice.
What about you, Juliani?
Well, one fact that I cannot change, probably, and I don't want to change it, it's that my mom is called Iris. Hallo Iris, meine Mama, ich hab dich ganz so lieb und wenn du zuguckst, dann ich hab dich noch 1000-mal mehr lieb. Also, that's a fact. And that's a fact, yes, and it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. Yeah, so I'm curious to see about you guys there in the chat. What have you been coming up with? Let's see. Evening. They're saying hello amongst each other. And okay, let's see. Oh, the butterflies were so beautiful and very calming. That's a fact. Well, get
Reality says she enjoyed the butterfly
get your
ball.
thoughts going. Get your thoughts going and put some of your personal facts in the chat box, please.
Sarah Childs, I love Tenerife.
I love Tenerife. Yeah, where's that?
Sarah Childs.
Sarah Childs. Oh, I must have missed that one.
Fourth from the bottom on my thing.
The bottom. I think it's a bit. Oh yeah, now I got it here. Oops. Yeah, let me put it up. Fact, I love Tenerife. Good, great. That's great. And what else do we have? Let's see. Anyway, maybe this will help you out a little bit. Let's see. Ian, you were the one who suggested this topic tonight, and I'm curious to know why you suggested it.
When we spoke about topics and that recently, it was actually facts or fiction. And under our bit of discussion, we came up with facts or opinions.
Yes.
Question. How would you recognize a fact?
Yeah.
What is the difference between facts or opinions?
Yeah.
Facts can be backed up with evidence. Opinions are just a judgment by yourself or others.
Mm-hmm.
When I say backed up by evidence, you can see something and you know that's there, that's a fact. You can see that in front of you. Or you can hear a noise, for example, a train. You know that's a train. Other places it could be a document. It could be presented to you with a fact, describing something that is a fact. Your knowledge helps you to understand the differential between the facts and your opinions. It's written down.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, opinions is a judgment made about something. It's an interpretation that can't be verified.
Okay.
So
That's
for
just
an
your opinion.
opinion, I have spotted one there actually. It's Craig has put an opinion up. Rick's food looked good. That's an opinion to Craig.
That
Yeah,
is an opinion, yeah.
it
So
is.
when does it become a fact?
And everybody likes it.
Well, no, that's you can't do that
The
because
whole world must like it.
yeah, but
So
you can't. That's a non-verifiable fact then.
That's a very great question, Tim.
Right.
I love that question. Yes, absolutely. So, Ian, are you saying that opinions are more belief systems and maybe feelings as well? A feeling about a certain statement, maybe, and it can be true or it can be false or it can be both. It can be true for you, and it can be true. For someone else
Yeah,
or not.
yeah. You said the word there. It's a feeling. It's as we all say. It's that gut feeling.
Hmm.
You,
Okay.
you stop and you think about it. If you read something or you see something, you stop. Is that a fact?
Hmm.
Then
Yeah.
you start thinking about it. Well, wait a minute now. That's just an opinion that someone has written down. You'll
Yeah.
often see, and you will often see when you're going through books, uh, um, statements.
Hmm.
It's only the writer's opinion
Hmm.
of what they are writing about.
Yeah.
At one moment in time, though, it was a fact that the world was flat and that the sun revolved around it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
That was
yes,
a fact at that moment
yes.
in time.
At that
And
moment,
so, you, when you're talking about facts and opinions, a fact is verifiable at this moment in time,
yeah.
and an opinion doesn't have to be backed up by evidence.
Go.
Yeah.
Uh,
It
it's
may well be, but it doesn't have to be.
yeah,
Yes.
it's the same as you've said it. You're talking about the sun. Water freezes at no degrees Celsius. That is a fact.
Only at sea level.
It would freeze under. It would, yes,
Yeah.
right.
It boils at 100 at sea level as well, but it doesn't
It
boil at
boil.
100 degrees here
Yes,
because
it
we
boils.
are 3 stories up.
Yeah,
So
You
would
yeah. Go on.
sorry would one fact that has been a fact in the past, could that actually be something that has changed over time and now maybe is not a fact anymore?
There is no such thing as facts. There's only such thing as verifiable opinions.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's, you're right there.
Until the facts are disputed.
Yeah.
There are certain laws, right? Physical
Yeah.
laws
Hmm.
that are being broken right now in the
Yes.
quantum realm. So
Yeah.
even the laws, which are different to facts,
Yeah.
yeah. And
That's
obviously
great
we're
that you
speaking
mention
English.
them. It's
We're
great
speaking
that you
English.
mention them actually, and it's true. There are man-made laws like that are imposed on people, that are working right now, that we stick to or we don't stick to, and maybe they change over
Oh,
time.
no, I don't mean legal laws. I mean the laws
Yes,
of the
I
universe.
wasn't finished yet.
Sorry.
The natural laws are even above those man-made laws.
Well, don't forget the natural laws are also man-made.
Really?
Yeah, well, man thought them up or discovered them, I would say.
Discovered them, yes, exactly. And we can all work in harmony with them or work against them.
Yeah, but don't forget, it's only our frame of reference that allows us to say that something is a fact. You know, like the wall is solid, right?
Yeah.
Well, unless, of course, you're a neutron.
Mm-hmm.
And then it isn't
Yeah.
solid. It's just, you know, you can pass between stuff, you know.
Exactly.
And it used to be like the atom was the smallest particle, and then we found smaller ones and smaller ones, and we're into muons and quarks now.
Yeah, exactly.
So these facts are these laws, like nothing can travel faster than the speed of light, is a great law.
Yeah.
Now we got black holes.
Yeah. So, are there any funny facts maybe about you guys in the chat? I'm curious about your facts. In fact. So let's see what you guys are saying. Is there any more?
I liked him, Christine, except when he got me over the top on drink when I visited in September.
Yeah, I put that one on it as well.
We love Tenerife, mostly the communities that have developed over the past 3 or 4 years. Lovely friends we've met.
Yep.
I still enjoy looking at my garden and seeing my flowers still blossoming.
And that's a fact.
It's Pauline, that's a fact.
And also a fact is, hit the thumbs up.
That's a request.
No, it's a fact. Right now, it's a fact.
Request, but now I have just hit the thumbs up. That's a fact.
That's a fact. Great. Fantastic.
Chrissy, you gotta hit the thumbs down to balance the universe.
To balance the universe, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, Ian, you were mentioning early on the gut feeling. Is that something you rely on, or is that something? No.
No, I don't rely on it. It's when you see something or you read something, the first instinct is that gut feeling. Is that true or is that somebody's opinion?
Mm-hmm.
But you refer to the knowledge that you have, that you've gained through the years, so that makes you come to a decision whether it's a fact or whether it's somebody's opinion.
Yeah.
If you're talking about information, Ian,
then
and about media, for instance, so maybe this is where the topic came from, that people are saying lots of stuff in the media now, and you don't know whether it's a fact or whether it's opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I was coming to that, but go on.
Are you coming to that? Okay.
I go on you go.
No, it was. I was just saying that I was talking more about the semantics of the word fact and opinion, but I think that the bigger discussion is that what is presented as fact, which is just opinion, is what is the effect on people who are receiving that. So the people who receive the fact, if you like, that something is the way it is, like for instance, Jesus died to save your soul, right? For millions of people around the world, that's a fact. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for other millions of people, it's an opinion.
Yeah.
So can I take that fact away from those people? Do I have that right? I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't say so. That group of people that believe they believe in that as they believe that is a fact.
Yeah.
And you have another group of people, you've said it there, that's their opinion on that statement that was made. And that's their belief.
That's very Schrodinger, though, isn't it? You know, I mean, it can be both opinion and fact at the same time.
Exactly.
Yes, but it's yes, it is, but it's interpreted by different groups of people.
Yeah, but who decides whether it's a fact or it's opinion?
The person that's in that group. To me, if I was in that group, that would be a fact. But you could be someone else could be in a group and say, "Oh, that's just an opinion of that group."
Right. But I mean, you can say that about anything, even facts, even real facts. Not saying that other one's not a real fact, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's been proved that it's different, you can still say that's your opinion.
It's still your opinion.
And also, I mean, what I would like to point out as well, things that are maybe presented right now as facts. You were saying, Tim, how it what an impact it makes on, or it has on people and on people's feelings. So yes, everything that is maybe now presented as a fact, we can either choose to make it or accept it as a fact, or we can also choose to not accept it, to reject it as a fact. Or we
Correct.
can also, there's another fantastic thing that we can do, is don't deny the fact, but maybe originate something better or something more positive instead. That we are all capable of that, and that's something that maybe distinguishes us from from animals. Although animals they bring only the best vibration, I guess, or they are very intuitive. They are very much operating on their instinct and gut levels. They listen to that. But
yeah, but don't forget, if humans just concentrated on their basic needs and procreation, then you're seen to be the worst type of human. If all you want to do is eat and make love, then which is what animals do, right? That's what they're designed to do. Then that is seen as not a good trait in humans.
Yes, Pauline.
that's an opinion.
Oh,
And Johnny says, and Pauline says, my opinion is I enjoy switching onto YouTube and watching this channel every Wednesday. Fantastic. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you.
There's another one from Heather McCarthy.
Heather McCarthy. Oh, yeah. Let me put that one on.
Yep.
Fact. Our planet is changing with time. So much more, and rain and more wind, rain, flooding, and heat waves. Oh, yes. We had a lot of that this year. And the year is still not over. Yep. So yes, I would like to know from you guys in the chat some of your personal facts for you, and also maybe a funny fact. Maybe there's a funny fact about you, or in general a funny fact. Like for instance, I read that most people are not able to lick their own elbows. Now I want to know as a fact how many of you are going to try that.
I've tried it.
No, I've got to reach.
Yeah, and maybe
you see, the thing is, you
also-
can lick your own elbow. All you have to do is to dislocate your shoulder, turn your arm around, lick your elbow, and put your thing back. So It's only
Which
a
we
fact
don't
that you can't
recommend.
lick your elbow if you don't want to get hurt.
Which we don't recommend, of course.
Contortionists could probably lick their own elbows.
Yeah. A fact is
Yeah.
something that cannot be changed. For example, baldness for most men. Okay. All right.
Boldness.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Boldness.
Okay, let's see what Steve says. Guys, facts are evidence-based. Everything else is opinion. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
All
just your
right.
opinion, Steve.
How about you guys? How do you feel about yes, your gut feelings, trusting them? And also I would like to know how you feel about do you take everything as a fact only if it's visible in front of your eye, or if it's audible? Is that yeah, valid point for being a fact, or um, does the unseen and the unheard and yeah, maybe not tangible things, do they exist, or are they just nonsense? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, let's see. Oh, Denise says, fact, I am 65 in my head. In my head, I'm 24. I love that one. I feel you. Great. I love that.
It depends how you count the years, Denise.
Oh, good, good, good. Yes. So, what would you say, Ian?
If you see something in front of you, you recognize that as a fact. You use your senses and you recognize that as a fact. You can see it. A field of cows. That's a fact. The cows are in that field.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. You can see it. You're using your senses to see that. Smell as well. You could smell something, but you could use both your senses there. You could use your senses to see, and you could use you smell it, so you hear you're smelling it. Your nose, you can see it. Then you can look and say that smell is coming from there. So again, that is a fact. If it's a heap of farmyard manure, you know that.
The cows in the field have been busy, I should imagine.
Exactly. You
But
know?
you would never use taste, would you, to verify?
No, I wouldn't use taste and nut and nut. No,
Not taste.
not in these circumstances.
I heard a fact yesterday, which was funny, is Pudding Lane, which is a famous lane in London. In fact, it was where they think the Great Fire of London started, in Pudding Lane. Was nothing to do with puddings. It was where they brought the livestock from the river to the market and to the butchers, which was the next one, Butcher's Lane. And the puddings were the things that the livestock left behind on the way.
Oh, okay.
And they called it pudding.
Pudding Lane, yeah.
Pudding. Oh my
Down
God.
Pudding Lane.
Pudding Lane.
Yeah. Little horse puddings.
Look, let's see. Denise says, David is cooking a dinner. Fact, I'm set watching Julianne. Okay, great. Fantastic. Fantastic that you are all still here. We have 25 watching at the minute. And yes, I'm happy that you all are still here after all this time, and also especially after changing balcony banter to food for thought. And that's a fact. My fact. That's it. Let's see. What else are you guys saying?
Here's a fact. Here's a fact for you. Something that cropped up this morning. A liquid It was in a conversation with rain, and the rain was bouncing off the ground. And I was informed that rain doesn't bounce, it splashes. When a raindrop hits the ground, it bounces and then it splashes. And that is a fact,
Okay. Didn't know that.
right? Now, why does it bounce?
Surface
Because
tension.
if the rain is a heavy, heavy shower, it's creating a path of air. So the raindrop doesn't actually hit the ground, it hits the patch of air and bounces, and then it splashes.
Wow.
So I hope that answers that gentleman's question.
Ooh. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure that was helpful. Yep.
Tricia, it's a descriptive word. Either will do.
Either will
That's
do.
Trish.
What, bounce and splash?
Bounce and splash. Yes.
I think you're right. I think, being a polyglot, your brain tends to rewire when you learn another language. And if you grow up with only one language, then you are forced into this one way of thinking. And if your command of the language isn't that great, so you have a limited vocabulary, then obviously it's even worse when you're trying to put your ideas across, because ideas are not made in words; they're made in feelings and see, my vocabulary is limited now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
No,
you
I totally get what you're saying there.
if you have a broad vocabulary and you're multilingual, then your brain rewires itself. So
Yeah.
that's a good way to all you people that love Tenerife, consider learning Spanish. And don't
Yes.
yeah, or just with Paul. No, I wish I got paid every time I said that, but I don't. But yeah, learn another language. Learning German opened my eyes. Yeah, to another culture and other facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's,
And
there's a
it,
quick, sorry.
Like you don't need
go
brown
ahead.
sauce on bacon butties.
Go ahead, Ian.
There's a quick comment from Heather McCarthy. The rain is doing a lot of bouncing here in Ireland.
At the
Yeah,
moment.
that
Yeah.
is true, Heather.
If you wait a minute, it'll splash.
Correct.
Well, anyway, I mean, how do you guys see that when something is presented as a fact, say for instance, you are diagnosed with a condition, do you think that's changeable, that fact? Or
If somebody diagnoses you with something, or whether the condition's changeable.
the condition is well, no, the fact that that person diagnoses you, yes, that's a fact, yes.
Yeah, that
Okay,
is a fact.
but which is what is
wrong as well.
But if they're wrong, it's still a fact that they've diagnosed you.
well, they do diagnose you, that's a fact, but the fact
Right.
that what they present as a fact, is that opinion, or is that a fact?
It's opinion unless you back it up with evidence, as Ian said. So let's say you have a blood test and it says you've got high cholesterol, and the guy diagnoses you as somebody with high cholesterol. Then that's a diagnosis backed up by a fact.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if they've done a biopsy and they've found a malignant tumor, then that's also a fact, because you can look at it in the petri dish.
Yeah. Yes, and at the same time, as I said before, we can see what we do with that information. I mean, obviously, it's not the nicest fact to receive, but what do we do with it? Do we accept it? Do we reject it? Or maybe even create something better, make better choice, or change it for you, or make certain changes, so that that fact is no longer a fact anymore. That can also be an option. Let's see. Anne Marie is saying,
Yep.
think everyone's metabolism is different. When you see results after cutting back on foods or losing weight, and allow yourself to enjoy what you like in moderation. The incentive is there to maintain. That's it. Exactly. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that one. Yeah.
Have you been diagnosed with something, Giuliani, that you want to change?
Not yet, but I am always looking for improving something, a lifestyle.
Don't go to the doctor.
To the exactly, yeah. No, I mean that's why I say hear into yourself, and that's something obviously that you cannot see, but you can feel, and you can notice on yourself how you feel. Do you feel in harmony with yourself, or do you feel stressed, which is then also out of sync? It's too much on your plate then at that moment. So then, yeah, there are many ways that you can do for yourself. Yeah, make better choices. Ask
But
ask
ignoring a diagnosis that's backed up with evidence isn't probably the way to go.
Not ignoring it. No. That's not what I'm suggesting or saying. No, definitely not. But saying, oh yeah, I got that maybe. But what can I do? Do I have to give in and live with, and now with only that, or do I accept the fact,
Mhm.
and then still carry on as if I hadn't,
Well,
and
that's the
make,
definition of ignoring it, to my mind.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah, but similar to what you say.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah.
Don't let it
Don't let it rule your life. But that's
lie.
nothing to do with fact or opinion, is it? That's, I mean, it's basically, if, I mean, I interviewed Neil Davidson the other day,
mm-hmm.
and he has a channel of his journey going through prostate cancer and surgery.
Yeah,
And I interviewed him, and after the interview, or during the interview, in fact, I was saying it seems like he's done a lot of research, he's done a lot of working on it, but is there anything left in his life? He stopped playing bowls, he stopped playing the things that he loved because he was doing this thing, you know. And like Christina, you know, if she doesn't want the illness to define your life, do you?
that's
Why I changed the name of the channel from Living with MS in Tenerife to
yeah,
Timothy Dowd, because she said it's people were coming on the channel expecting to learn about MS,
mm-hmm.
and it was just me drinking in a pub, and that's a fact.
Yeah, like what you were saying. I mean, what you do with it, and that's great that Neil has such a great attitude, and doing things that are maybe against the grain, and not giving in. Yeah, so that's
There's a comment came up from Heather again, Heather McCarthy. Maybe a positive attitude towards a diagnosis helps.
yes, absolutely great one. Thank you, Heather. Yeah. Exactly. So let's see again the word attitude, because we've discussed this word many times on this channel throughout the food for thoughts. So attitude is it's a combination of a lot of different things, and it's your thoughts, and together with your feelings and actions. So so attitude is something you cannot really see, but you all know full well, you can differentiate someone with a great attitude opposed to someone with a not so great attitude. So
I think that, I mean, you're right, but that's nothing to do with the diagnosis. That means the people who have a one type of attitude will live slightly different lives than people with another type of attitude. And it's the living of the life today that's important, you know.
yeah,
So when people say think positively, it's not like oh, I'm putting my head in the sand. What I'm saying is that if you don't live your life exclusively to finding out how to stop the illness, you'll end up not living at all.
yes,
And so
yes,
therefore invest all your energy into living for today, like we've always said, live in the moment,
yeah,
and then you'll be okay. I mean, we're all
yeah.
going to die one day anyway, you know.
Yeah, no, it's a great
First,
thing that you're saying there, because ultimately, even if you say you are fighting the illness, then you're still focusing on the illness.
correct.
Yeah, so I mean that's the same as saying fight for peace. You don't fight for peace. You are peace. and and that's my fact and my humble opinion. Thank
That's
you.
also true, and we are very
Yeah.
fortunate.
Yes, we are very fortunate,
Yes,
and that's
yeah.
why. Go ahead, Chris.
Because people always think I should be miserable in my condition, but it's so great to live here, and I could even sleep 12 hours last night,
Yeah,
and nobody stops me from that.
Nobody has opinion against it. That's
yeah,
a fact.
yeah,
No, I think that you know, Christine and I, we made a decision in 2012 to leave the rat race behind us and move here, and everything's worked out. And I believe that it works out for everybody.
mhm,
You know, I believe that making a decision to do something, as long as you do your homework first, making a decision to change your life extends your life. That's why we've lived in so many places, isn't it?
Mm.
Obviously, some people might say, no, I'd like to stay in the village where I was born and know the people around me and have all my old friends around me.
That's
And
also
that's
okay.
also okay, you know. But when Christina got ill, she said, we took out all the horrible bits like the snow and the grey evenings in November.
Like in Germany, it's already getting dark at 5 now.
Yeah.
It's so.
I don't know if I can show you. I've got to turn the background off, haven't I? How do I do that? Settings. Here we go. Layouts, guest virtual background. None. There you go.
mhm.
So there you go. That was the fact has been blown up now, right? So Ian said, I believe everything I see. There you go.
Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
it's
this. That's
sunset,
gorgeous.
sunset, sunset.
Yep. You still got light out there.
Yeah, because
Unbelievable.
we're actually there's a time difference between the north of Tenerife and south of Tenerife.
Yeah, because it's pitch black here.
Yeah, I think it's 30 years.
Yep. So Marie Alti says, you have to have a positive attitude. I have been diagnosed with PSTD, so I need to read up about it, but I'm not letting it get the better of me. Okay, yes, absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, be knowledgeable about it, and know what's going on, know the facts, but we are also capable to originate new facts. We are, especially when it comes to health conditions. And a
Right.
great attitude really helps.
Well, a great attitude helps
Yeah.
in every respect, because I don't think you're going to wish your illness away, right? But I think your attitude to the illness gives your body a signal to deal with it. Because, I mean, we are, as humans or as animals, we are built to repair ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? We are built to repair ourselves. There's certain things that happen that we can't repair ourselves. And then we use, in the old days, it was old medicine, the witches and the people that gave you herbs and spices and barks of trees and stuff like that. And then it became medicine, and then it became butchery, where they took stuff out, and leeches and all that. And now we're at the point now where we're at the chemical level, and we still don't know what's going on. So we're not going to get the vaccine this year, for instance, because I've looked at all the different things, and they're saying the vaccines that they've produced now have got certain effects that were unseen before. And my sister's father-in-law has just been vaccinated, and now he's in hospital. We don't know whether it's to do with that. Yeah. But you've got to weigh up this, that, and the other. So there are certain facts that do change, and there are certain opinions that you've just got to listen to yourself. But whatever happens with your health, if you wake up every morning, look in the paper, and if you're in the obituary column, and if you're not in it, get up and live your life.
I take your point, what you just said there, actually, Tim, and I can agree with you. We both got our vaccinations recently, and there is definitely a change. Whatever it's happened, I believe the vaccination that they're putting out this time is a thinner mixture, we'll just call it. But for both of us, we have never had a problem. This time, it wasn't a serious problem, but we felt unwell. I would be interested with people in the rest of the community if they have had symptoms like that as well. I know I have talked to one or two people within my area, and they have had similar systems. So it is something. It's our opinion, but we don't know if it's a fact, if the new vaccinations have been thinned down, to put it politely.
Yes, so very good listening to your own body as well, and making sure what it says to you. I mean,
exactly, Julianne.
I mean, it's getting very loud outside, and very crowded and very noisy, and it's getting louder and louder every time. So finding that space within yourself where you can actually hear what you are saying, or I I need this and this right now, and or I need a little break right now, or I need maybe have a chat with somebody, or I need this and that. You know full well what it is, and those tiny little things make a big difference. Yeah. So,
And
oh,
of
we have.
course, you help with that type of thing. That's basically your job, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I work with the metaphysical, which
Mm-hmm.
is beyond yeah, just
Beyond facts.
normal facts that are
Yeah.
visible and audible. I
Mm-hmm.
work with the unseen, uh, oftentimes. So I personally believe that when we talk about good attitude, having a good attitude, and maybe Chris, you will know what I'm talking about, as your senses, like the visible sense is also not so fully sharp as before. You rely more and more on your unseen, on other senses, and we've talked about this before. Senses like imagination, um,
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
touch, like driving into walls.
yeah. So
Never that no more.
Because you just had the flat painted. All your skid marks have gone.
Yeah,
You can make new ones now.
no, I won't.
Oh dear.
So I mean, working with those unseen forces, even in your own mind, you can create a picture that is a better picture of what is maybe presented as a fact picture in front of you, and that's more desirable. And more soothing for yourself. The same goes, and the same way we are all responsible to use our words that we put out. We can choose to frame what we are saying, so that it sounds kinder and not so harsh. Yeah. And even the way we are talking to ourselves, uh, um, it's either building you up or putting you down, and that already starts in form of a thought, as in fact language or the words we speak is just a sheer extension of our thinking,
You
basically.
know, I used to think about that as a kid, whether somebody sees blue the same as I see blue, because
Uh-huh.
you can't put yourself into somebody else's mind, you know.
Yeah.
And I always thought, and then becoming a magician and learning the power of illusion,
Yeah.
that also made it possible that you invent your own life and you create everything you see, feel, and touch and experience in your mind based on your, I'm going to say five senses. I'm sure that there are more in the metaphysical world, but based on your five senses, which are basically just electrical impulses that feed the brain, you create the world you're in.
Yeah.
And so if you're in charge, just create a good one.
Yeah. Absolutely. Exactly. Yeah. And then
And
you
your
can
body
do.
then comes with you with that. You know, I mean, obviously
Yeah.
there are certain things you can't think away, or you can't improve with attitude. Maybe there's certain things you can't do, like a broken bone, but maybe the bone healing itself will be faster with a positive
Yeah.
attitude than
Absolutely.
if you're dwelling on it as
Yeah.
negatively. You know,
Yeah.
and also I used to think that vibrations and stuff was, so like what's it called? What do I used to call it? Arty farty, so I poo-pooed it as sort of that's this new world stuff. But then if you get into string theory, the vibration is the main thing. So maybe the vibes of the 60s wasn't that far from the truth.
Yeah. Call is on as well. Hi, Call.
Hi, Carl.
opinion. I would enjoy life much more if I lived on a sunny surf island, joining a certain vlogger for coffee every morning. Fact.
You know, Carl,
One day it will happen.
there's a spare room here. Just come over, mate. No problem.
Yes.
You look after Chris. I'll pay you the money.
Oi,
Oi.
Great. So, guys,
are you saying that?
Yeah, you do.
No.
we're coming up to the hour, and it's been a great topic, to be honest. Interesting to see all your opinions and all your facts. Yes, I would like to go around the table as we always do, and and see what your guys' last words are for the month, as we're gonna see each other back in December. So let's start with Timmy, baby.
Right. What was the question again? I was reading Cole's.
The last words for this month on
for this
food
month.
for thought.
Okay. Well, it is the 1st of November.
Yes.
Halloween and All Souls, and so All Hallows evening, which is today's All Hallows, isn't it? All
Yes.
Hallows. So that's where Halloween comes from. I've just retired. That means I got paid yesterday for the first time, and that has taken a lot of burden off us as well, hasn't it? That we're now sort of self-sufficient without digging into our savings, which were depleted, weren't they, really? So that gives us a bit of a buffer now. So we're relaxing a bit more. I'm relaxing so much I'm putting weight back on. But
I might stress you then.
You might dress me or stress me.
Stress you.
Yeah, so I think that relaxing and having less pressure on you helps with your mindset, helps with your feelings. So if there's any way that you can change drastically the way you live for the better, do it. Because waiting for a time to change when everything's right isn't going to hack it. And before you know it, you'll be my age. You know? So if you're not happy with your life, change it tomorrow drastically.
Yes. Thank you. And Chris, how do you feel about that? What are your last words for the month?
My last words is that I'm looking forward, because the Grünwaldsche Lebkuchengesetz says you can eat Lebkuchen after the 9th of November.
Wow.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Chocolate covered German ginger cakes.
Oh, I love it. Drool. Yes. Yeah, I totally get that.
I've got to buy them, but I'm not allowed to eat them.
And you can also listen officially to Christmas songs now.
Yeah, I don't want that. They're all too. I don't know.
How do you know it's Christmas? Woolworths start selling Easter eggs.
So yeah, Ian, how about your last words? Oops.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes, Julianne, do you think we did the topic justice after our discussion? Yes. I'd like to just mention the social media. We get a lot of facts from social media. We get a lot of opinions from social media. But I would like to just settle on the facts that we get. There is a lot of people in this world in bad situations. So I would like to leave you with this thought. The thought is, to light a candle. Shall I light a candle? No, I shall light 4. To bring me close to seeing you, even just once more. For though I missed you in the dark, passed by you in the night, the candle brings me back to you, guiding by its light. So shall I light a candle? No, I shall light 4, to see your light and feel your warmth, always and once more. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you. Yes.
So you got to do the 4 candles sketch now.
Correct.
And it's Christmas.
We'll save that one for another time.
But yes,
Okay.
exactly. For the Christmas episode. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It has been a great topic. I've learned a lot of new things, and yes, I would also like to thank Tim and Chris for always coming on. Ian, of course, and you guys. Without you, 27 are still watching. We wouldn't be here and doing that still every month and every Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month. And we will continue with it also in 24, definitely. And also saying hello once in a while at Balcony Banter, the original Balcony Banter, of course.
You can join anytime.
Yes. And also eat your things, right?
If you want to come physically on a Wednesday, you got to let me know, and you got to let me know what you want to eat, and I will cook.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, and I cannot agree more with Ellie Bennett. That's what I believe. Positive thoughts are very powerful. Yes, so those candles.
So are negative thoughts.
Say again.
So are negative thoughts very powerful, just in the wrong direction.
Absolutely, and exactly, we get to choose all the time, and this is what this natural law is, working in harmony with the laws. We can or go to that side or to that side, but we internally we feel what is the right thing for us, and that are personal facts. So thank you so much. Stay healthy and lit up and high vibing throughout this November, and we all see you again in December with another new episode and a lovely new guest, of course. Thank you all. Bye. See
Bye
you.
all. Bye all.